On this video we're taking a look at these NCAAB parlay picks, which are happening on Monday, January 24, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick for tonight will be Boston College vs Wake Forest. Wake Forest win -10.5. Boston College travels to Wake Forest following a quick turnaround after Saturday's home win over Virginia Tech. The Eagles scored 1.21 PPP against the Hokies, but figured to have trouble replicating that success against the Demon Deacons. Wake Forest is a much better defensive team than Virginia Tech. In fact, the Demon Deacons rank first in defensive efficiency in conference play, while the Hokies rank 15th, last. Wake Forest's defense also ranks first in the ACC in 2-point, thanks to the rim protection of Dallas Walton and Kadam Sy. Boston College relies heavily on points inside the three-point line, so they could be in for a long night against the Wake Forest big men. On the season, Boston College scores just 0.98 PPP, while ranking 15th in effective FG% in conference play. Their offense struggles even more on the road, averaging just 62 PPP on 38.3% shooting, which is not a recipe for success, considering their defense allows their road opponents to shoot over 47% from the field. Defensively, Wake Forest allows 68.5 points, 174th, while opponents shoot 40.4%, 58th, and 31.1% from 3, 95th. They allow plenty of scoring opportunities at 61.6 shot attempts per game, 306th. Wake Forest looks to play fast and push the pace of play, which leads to their opponents getting plenty of shots up. Wake must protect the rim against Boston College and limit them to 1 shot per possession. Wake Forest has the same quick turnaround coming into this game, but does not have to travel. In their 22-point win over North Carolina, the Demon Deacons scored 1.23 PPP and were led by Jake LaRavia and Alonzo Williams, who scored 53 points combined. The Demon Deacons score 82.2 PPG on 48.6% shooting at home, while holding opponents to 66.1 PPG on 37.5% shooting. Further, they are 8-4 Austrian shillings at home and 4-1 Austrian shillings against teams with a losing record. Wake Forest should have plenty of firepower to take care of business on Monday night. Take the favorite. Our second parlay pick for tonight will be Texas Tech vs Kansas. Texas Tech win +7. Jayhawks. Texas Tech Saturday meeting with rugged West Virginia wasn't a thrilling war waged between KU and K-State. From an analytical view, that is a good thing for the Red Raiders. Texas Tech is 15-4 on the season and is coming into this game riding a 2-game win streak. They were able to win both their games at home against West Virginia and Iowa State, following their surprising loss at Kansas State. The Red Raiders beat West Virginia on the boards, winning the rebounding battle 39-29. Terrence Shannon Jr. seems to be back fully healthy as he led the team in scoring with 23 points. That is a huge addition to this team, who has already been one of the best in the country without their star player. Standing 5-2 versus Big 12 foes, TTU has been as hot as any team in the nation since January 8. During that span, Texas Tech defeated Baylor, Oklahoma State, Iowa State, WVU, and Kansas. With improving health, Mark Adams' crew laid a solid defensive framework on Saturday against the visiting Mountaineers. Those key stops were complemented by late buckets when West Virginia's rotation collapsed. Terrence Shannon, 23 PTS, took over when most needed this weekend as former Oral Roberts star Kevin Obener, 18, showed he's still clutch on the big stage. In addition to his scoring, versatile Obener helped dominate the Mountaineers down low to craft a +10 Texas Tech rebounding edge. Interior toughness helped the Red Raiders upset Kansas earlier this month. Look for that same intensity from visiting TTU during Monday's return showdown between the two best teams in college basketball's top conference. Kansas is 16-2 on the season and at the top of the Big 12 standings. They are currently on a 4-game win streak since losing to Texas Tech on January 8. They have beaten Iowa State, West Virginia, Oklahoma, and Kansas State during their streak. In their last game, the Jayhawks came back from a 50-34 halftime deficit to beat Kansas State 78-75. Senior guard Ach Ayabaji continued his stellar season, finishing with 29 points and 7 rebounds. I am taking Texas Tech to cover in this game despite the fact Kansas is at home. The Red Raiders have their best player back fully healthy and have covered the spread in 6 of their last 7 games. Texas Tech has shown they can compete with Kansas by beating them in their last meeting. Take Texas Tech here. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the high-stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our third parlay pick for today will be Arizona State vs USC, USC minus 12.5. The Trojans are off to the best start since the 1970-71 team, and although they suffered a couple of surprising defeats of late, I have no doubt they are a better team here. Arizona State has a positive 4-1 Austrian shillings record on the road this season, while the Trojans already lost 1 game at home to Oregon, but the Ducks are a more serious side than the Sun Devils, so I don't think the visitors will cause any trouble for USC on Monday. The Sun Devils do not have any bad losses really, they just aren't very good this season. They majorly overturned their roster this offseason, and it is not working, so you have to wonder if coach Bobby Hurley might be in trouble. The transfers they have brought in have struggled, and forward Marcus Bagley, who was supposed to be the team's best player, has only played in 3 games. Their 2 best wins on the season have surprisingly been on the road, at Oregon and at Creighton. This spread is not a low one, that's the fact, but quite coverable for the hosts, in my opinion. Arizona State is struggling recently, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a blowout. USC has the height advantage, and I am backing Isaiah Mobley to have a nice outing and 11th straight game with 10+ points and 5+ rebounds. USC got 2 good wins last week, winning at Colorado and Utah. This will be their 3rd game in 5 days though, so fatigue might be a factor for a team that does not rely too much on its bench. Big men Chavez Goodwin and Evan Mobley give the Trojans a massive advantage inside. Both players are efficient scorers, but if you put them on the foul line they struggle. Goodwin is especially strong on the offensive glass. This is a big number for the Trojans to cover at home. It is tough to get there because USC has failed to cover the last 5 times they have been a favorite of 10 points or more too. USC is one of the Pac-12's top teams this season, along with UCLA and Arizona. At 16-2, the Trojans are in 3rd place in the conference with losses to Stanford, 75-69, and Oregon, 79-69. USC has seen its ranking in KenPom slide harshly within the last 2 weeks. The Trojans are now 23rd in KenPom, thanks to recent struggles. The questioning of USC is reasonable, as their best win came against San Diego State. After losing to Oregon on January 15, USC has won back-to-back games against Colorado, 61-58, and Utah, 79-67. They will look to make it 3 in a row against Arizona State on Monday. So if I had more faith in the Sun Devils I would lean that way, but that is an even harder place to get to. USC should be able to have lots of success inside and playing at home, even with no fans. I can give them the benefit of the doubt. They just beat Utah by 12 on the road, so they are more than capable of winning by a significant margin. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.